Hello chess lovers! Magnus Carlsen is the new unofficial Fischer random world champion after beating Hikaru Nakamura with a score of 14-10 in their match in Norway. This game was played in the final day of the match with 10 minutes plus 5 seconds increments time control. Carlsen had white pieces and he started with a4. Taking into consideration the fact that Magnus Carlsen is even capable of starting the game with a4 in a standard chess game, this of course doesn't look strange. e6 by Nakamura, and there it goes, Carlsen is pushing the a pawn once again, a5. Suspecting that this pawn on a5 might have some dirty ideas, Nakamura decided to play a6, preventing any possible advancement of this a pawn. e4 by Carlsen, this time he's starting to push the e pawn. Knight f6, and there it goes, e5. Knight d5, knight f3 f6, getting rid of this strong pawn on e5, also opening up the bishop's diagonal. E takes f6, g takes f6, knight e3, we see the exchange of knights on e3 and bishop g6. b4, bishop e7, bishop h4, rook f8, bishop e2, both players are developing their pieces, knight c6, queen c3, protecting the pawn on b4, b5, and white castles kingside. Pretty long castling, and in return Nakamura is castling queenside. But actually Carlsen's castling looks more impressive. Look at this. Nakamura's castling of course looks humble compared with Carlsen's. d4 by Carlsen, bishop h5, queen d2. There are some threats of c4 now, starting an attack on the queen side, and Nakamura is pushing the d pawn d5, preventing any c4 moves. c3, bishop takes f3, rook takes f3, f5, and rook h3. White can't do anything on the queen side, the queen side is closed, and now Carlsen is looking for some ideas on the king side. Rook d7, bishop g3, bishop g5, bishop f4, h6. We see the exchange of bishops, and there it goes, rook h6, looking for weaknesses in black's camp. Rook e7, and a strong answer by Carlsen, e4, going for a breakthrough. D takes e4. Well, if f takes e4, then white can first play bishop g4, and if knight d8, then queen takes g5. Though probably this continuation would have been better for black, but instead after e4, Nakamura captured on e4 with the d pawn, and after queen takes g5, black is now facing a lot of problems. King b7. Well, rook d8 would have been better. The idea is that if d5, then black can first play queen a7 check and then play queen f2, getting some counterplay. If bishop takes b5, then a takes b5, d takes c6. This is of course playable, no problem for black. But instead after queen takes g5, we see king b7, and after this mighty d5, Nakamura is in trouble. E takes d5. Already this queen a7 check, queen f2 is not dangerous because white is capturing on c6 with a check. That's why we see e takes d5, but after rook takes c6 it's over, removing the defender, and now Carlsen is simply a piece up. Rook f7, rook c5, rook d7, queen g6, queen d8, queen c6 check, king a7, and there it goes, bishop takes b5, removing king's defenders, and there it goes, black king is in trouble. Queen b7 is the threat, we see queen c8, but here comes a6, and Hikaru Nakamura resigned. Right now there is a beautiful checkmating idea. For example, if I move like rook d6, then white can play rook b7 check. If king a8, then rook b8 check. If king takes b8, then a7 check, opening up this a file as well, and black king is getting checkmated. That's why after a6 Nakamura resigned. Once again, Magnus Carlsen is showing his high class. He's strong not only in classical chess, in theoretical battle, but also in chess 1960. If you enjoyed this game, don't forget to give the thumbs up in order to support my channel or subscribe because more games are coming. Good luck.